Fans, coaches, and players, the National Junior College Athletic Association, Region 11, and Iowa 7 Community College are committed to the ideals of good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play. We ask all fans, coaches, and players to show the respect for the opposing team, game officials, and each other before, during, and after today's game. Persons throwing objects or participating in other acts in conflict with good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play are subject to objection and prosecution. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into Hodges Fieldhouse, as we're just about ready to get a doubleheader underway here for basketball here on a very cold Saturday in the aftermath of a little bit of a snowstorm. But
yeah, extremely cold outside, so that makes it a good day to come into Hodges Fieldhouse and watch basketball.
Darn right. Iowa Central is going to be in for a tough test today as they're set to take on the Lakers from Iowa Lakes Community College. I'm Randy Nielsen. I'm joined by Dan Johnson.
Glad to be here.
First up is going to be the women's game, and it's, like we mentioned, it's going to be a tough matchup for Iowa Central today. Iowa Central's had a good year so far.
Yeah.
They're sitting at 11-6, coming off a 30-point win against Little Priest earlier this week. But they're going to be going up against an Iowa Lakes team today that is sitting at 15-3.
That's a great record.
And it's like they're going. It's like their only losses are against like super good competition like Nyack and Kirkwood.
You said they were in like overtime losses too.
Yeah, they were very close games. So this is a really good team that the Lakers have.
It'll be a big test for the Iowa Central women today.
I know. Players to look out for Iowa Lakes include number 30, Samantha Hagedorn, who averages just over 18 points a game for the Lakers and is basically like their designated three-point shooter. She's going to let it fly from deep all game long. So keep an eye out for that. Also, we have Cherise Smith, who is the sister to Shariah Smith.
So we're going to see a little bit of a sibling rivalry today.
Yeah, just a little bit. So we're looking forward to seeing that as well. Then we have Brianna Wendland, who, I apologize, I read this wrong on my little sheet here. It's Wendland, who averages 18 points a game for the Lakers, and Hagedorn averages 13 points a game for the Lakers. So,
wow.
But it's a really good team top to bottom, and it's all. There's only one sophomore on the team, and that's Caitlin Reynolds. Everyone else on the team is freshmen.
So a very young team. You said they were 15-3. Can't imagine what they're going to do next year when they're all seasoned a little bit more, a little more experienced.
So now for Iowa Central, like I mentioned, they came off a 80-50 win against Little Priest earlier this week, and it was a great. And then they played Ellsworth last week as well and beat them right around the same score. So they got a lot of momentum coming into this game, which when you're coming into a high-quality opponent such as the Lakers, having that momentum and that confidence coming in can help you a lot.
Oh, definitely. You're going to be able to use that a little bit to your advantage. You got, you know, basketball is as much mental as it is physical. You gotta keep your head in the game, know what you're doing, and it definitely comes to a little bit of an advantage to come off of a couple good wins like that.
We're just about 2 minutes away from tip-off. We'll get pregame ceremonies underway shortly, but before we get to that, we're going to introduce the starting lineups for today's game. First for the Lakers, number 10, a 5'7" freshman, Brianna Wendland. Number 14, a 5'5" freshman, Sharice Smith. Number 22, a 5'7" sophomore, Caitlin Reynolds. Number 30, a 5'6" freshman, Samantha Hagedorn. And a 5'11" freshman, number 33, Bethany Reese. The Lakers are coached by Ashley Martin. Now for the Tritons. First, number 12, a sophomore, 5'9" forward, Kira Ward. At guard, a 5'1" sophomore, number 14, Shariah Smith. Guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 30, Avery Terwilliger. At forward, a 5'9" sophomore, number 34, Brittany West. And at forward, a 5'10" sophomore, number 50, Tierra Itula. Tritons are coached by Kelly Kruger. That's your starters for today's game. We're just about ready to get pregame ceremonies underway, which should be a good game today.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
It looks really good. They look like pretty even matchups. Like you said, a little bit of a sibling rivalry. So maybe a little more added to this game for Sharice and Shariah.
Yeah, I know it's like anytime you're going up against your sibling, it just kind of takes you back in a way to when you're in your driveway playing and shooting on the hoop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yard,
when
so.
you got those little driveway games, you try to use that as a little bit of a fuel maybe for this game.
So we'll see what ends up happening here between the Lakers and the Tritons. We're just about ready to get pregame ceremonies underway.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hodges Fieldhouse, another afternoon of junior college basketball. The Arizona Tritons will be hosting the Lakers from Iowa Lakes Community College. We ask you all to please rise, join in tribute to our country, as Director of Athletic Bands Jeremy Smith leads the Triton Pep Band in the playing of our national anthem. First game of today's doubleheader, of course, will be the women's contest. Here are the starting lineups for the visiting Lakers from Iowa Lakes Community College. Number 10, Brianna Wendland. Number 14, Sharice Smith. Number 22, Caitlin Reynolds. Number 30 is Samantha Hagedorn. And number 33, Brittany Reese. Ashley Martin is head coach for Iowa Lakes. Now we're just starting it for your Iowa Central Tritons. A 5'9" sophomore from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, number 12, Kira Ward. A 5'1" sophomore from Fort Dodge, number 14, Shariah Smith. A 5'10" sophomore from Humboldt, number 30, Avery Terwilliger. A 5'9" sophomore from Shakopee, Minnesota, number 34, Brittany West. And a 5'10" sophomore from West Georgia, number 50, Tiara Tula. I was up by Kelly Kruger, assisted by Saba Dickerson.
We are here and ready to get things underway at Hodges Fieldhouse with that. Got the starting lineups, the little rituals for the beginning. Always nice to kind of see those, you know, the kinship between the teammates.
Just after all that, we got everything done and ready to go. We're just about ready to get this game underway here at Hodges Fieldhouse. And we mentioned this should be a really good game today between the Lakers and the Tritons.
Looking pretty great. Looks like the Lakers are going to have number 33, Bethany Reese, jumping for them. And then the Tritons are going to have number 30, Terwilliger, jump for them. Looks like the Tritons win the tip, and they are ready to get started here. Coming up to the top of the arch. Going to kick it to the right, holding on to it, trying to get something going. Top of the key, wide open three. Couldn't quite get it to fall. A good shot, though. Lakers stop in transition. Trying to get something going here. Over to the left side, top of the arch. Kicking it to the right. Back up to the top of the key, around to the left. Top left of the key. Bottom left corner. Driving into the lane, trying to get something going here. The Tritons doing a very nice job of keeping the Lakers on the outside, but they're getting a little bit of penetration. Kind of a thrown up shot. Tritons come down with the rebound. Coming back pretty quick onto their end of the court. Kick it back out, trying to get something going. Swinging it around on the outside. Almost stripped with the ball. Driving in for some penetration. Tritons get it down low. A nice shot there. Takes a few bounces, didn't quite go in. Lakers coming back with the ball. Firing it to the left corner, three-pointer. Lakers come up with the rebound. Kicking it back outside. A little bit of a hesitation on the shot, but didn't quite take the shot, so they got it at the top of the key, trying to set something up here. A little pass off there. At the elbow. Lakers, a nice little drive in there.
That was nicely done right there.
That was a very good cut there by number 10, Wendland, for the Lakers. Tritons coming back onto their end of the court. A little bit slower, trying to slow things down a little bit. Wide open three. Couldn't quite get it to fall. And it out of bounds. They're going to give it to the Lakers. Good hustle there by number 14 for the Tritons, Shariah Smith. Tried to get it, couldn't quite get it to stay in bounds.
And as we were talking about, look who's guarding Shariah Smith, sister versus sister. We kind of figured that was going to happen.
We did. You kind of called that before the game started. It's nice to see. Lakers with a little bit of penetration. Kick it back out. Top of the key, three-pointer. Off the front of the rim. Out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be Triton's ball.
7:55 remaining here in the first quarter. Only one bucket so far. It's 2-0 Lakers as the Tritons try to get something going on offense here on this possession.
They come down a little bit slower, trying to set something up, get a play going. A little bit of dribble penetration. Three-pointer. In and out. Lakers come back with a rebound. Trying to get some transition points. Triton slow them down, though. Lakers with a three. And it looked like it was off to the right. It's going to be Triton's ball.
That was Bethany Reese trying to fire up a three-pointer there. Good pass that led to it. Just was way off on the shot.
And it seems like they're really trying to get something going from three here. About 4 or 5 threes so far, but can't quite get any to fall. Tritons kind of slowing it down on their end. Took some time on the three there. A nice shot there by Shariah Smith. Guarded by her sister, tries to pull up, says, look at this, I'm just going to be doing this all game. But we'll see if Sharice lets that happen. Lakers back on their end. kind of kicking it around behind the arch. Pass inside. A nice block there by the Tritons. Looks like they're going to call it out of bounds. But that was a nice block there by Brittany West.
Yep. And then after the block, West tried to save that from going out of bounds, and apparently she stepped on the line.
Yeah, it looked like
wouldn't have made a big difference anyway because it ended up right in the hands of a Lakers player. So good effort on West's part, though.
Yeah, definitely good hustle play so far. Lakers down low. Another block there. Looked like it was by Shariah Smith for the Tritons.
Got to put something up. And that's going to be a shot clock violation.
That's just good defense on the Tritons' part there. 2 blocks in that sequence down there on the Lakers' end of the floor. And, you know, if they keep doing that all day, they're going to have a good game on their hands.
Just over 6.5 remaining.
Tritons keeping a little bit of a slow momentum on their end. Driving underneath. Looked like they were going to call a travel. Looked like she kind of got tripped up there and just took an extra step. Not much you can do about that.
It happens from time to time. So just move on, go into the other end and play some defense.
Shariah pressing Charisse here. Tries to blow by, but Shariah keeps her ground. Lakers kicking it around outside the arch a little bit. Got it in the corner here. Kicking it back up to the top of the key, 3-pointer. And that one is good there by number 33, Bethany Reese. She looked, I think that's about her second or third shot there. Got one to fall. Might give her a little bit of momentum here.
Yeah, the first one wasn't pretty, but that one was very true.
It was really nice. Skip pass there across the court by the Tritons. Kicking it back up to the top left, top right there. Little pump fake. Looks like the foul was on number 30 there for the Lakers, Samantha Hagedorn. I believe that's the first foul of the game, so pretty clean game so far.
Tries to get a fresh shot clock as Terwilliger is set to inbound. Looks like they're going to get Justice Crooks, who's just checked into the game for a foul. That's her first as well.
Tritons got a little bit of pressure down here. And it looks like they're stepping back to half court with that pressure now. Don't want to get blown by or anything. A little early in the game. Don't want to get too worn out. Lakers kicking the ball around the arch from right to left side. Get it down close to the corner, but not quite. Now, bottom left corner. Outside the arch, a little stuck.
Shot clock running out.
And the Lakers throw up a little bit of a shot there. Number 30, Samantha Hagedorn, got that one to fall.
That's her game right there. She has shot a ton of threes for Lakers this year. That's like her 150th three on the year so far, and they're not even 20 games in.
And that's the second 3-pointer we've seen from Iowa Lakes today to fall pretty early in the game. So we'll see if they can keep that 3-point game going. Looks like we're going to have number 33, Reese, sub out there.
They're going to call a foul on Kira Ward as well.
Tritons putting on a little bit of pressure full court. Smith able to blow by a little bit there, passes it out. A nice drive there by the Lakers. Almost got the rebound, but couldn't quite corral it. So Tritons are going to end up with that one.
Yeah, that was Sapphire Coleman who just checked into the game for the Lakers on that drive there.
Nice screen there by the Tritons. Almost had an open three. Took a little bit of a 3-pointer there. Tipped out. Tritons almost end up with a rebound, but the Lakers able to get that one, and they're going to come down to their end of the court, top of the key. Kicking it over to the left side, top of the arch. And it looked like the pass was intended for Coleman there, but she didn't quite cut out all the way, and that is going to end up going out of bounds and giving Tritons a ball.
Brittany West has just checked back into the game, as well as Sierra Smith, number 20 for the Tritons. Shariah Smith and Tiara Itula head to the bench.
So this is going to be Charisse's first chance to be guarded by someone else other than her sister. We'll see if that makes a little bit of a difference here. Tritons with a little bit of dribble penetration, couldn't quite get it all the way in. A nice pass down low there, and it looks like number 12, Kira Ward is going to draw a foul there. So that is going to send her to the line for 2 shots.
Foul is going to be on number 45, Brianna O'Donnell for the Lakers. That's her first.
Ward gets the first shot to fall there. We'll see if she can make it 2 for 2.
This is important right here for the Tritons because there for a while they couldn't get any shot to fall in at all. Sometimes all it takes is one.
That's true. Gets you a little bit more momentum. Get sent to the line and get one of your free throws to fall. I'm not sure if we had a lane violation or what happened.
I think we did. So Kira Ward will get another chance on this second free throw. She gets that one.
A nice job by Ward there. Missed the second shot she had. Got another chance. Didn't let it stay in her head and got that second one to fall. So she is going to be 2 for 2 there on the free throws. Lakers trying to keep it inside and get a shot. A nice little short jumper there from Cherise Smith. Got it to fall there for the Lakers. Tritons coming back pretty quick.
Good pass by Coleman as well to the wide open Smith.
Very much.
For the bucket.
They did a good job of keeping it low and having good passes. That's pretty hard to do, to get passes around down low and not have them broken up. Tritons with a nice little jumper there, but off the back iron, couldn't fall, so Lakers are going to come back to their side of the court. Pass up to the top of the key, dribble penetration here, a nice little spin move there. Hagedorn couldn't quite get that one to fall, and the Tritons corral the rebound. Come back to their end of the court. A skip pass there, nicely corralled by number 10, Justice Crooks, to keep it in bounds. Top of the key there. Tritons pass it to the bottom corner. And it looks like that shot was blocked. Lakers coming back with the ball. Had the option to pass out there. She decided to go up with it, number 40, Sapphire Coleman, and draws the foul on that.
That was well done on both ends by Coleman. Just absolutely rejected that layup by Terwilliger. Gets the ball, brings it all the way back down, and ends up getting free throws out of it.
And if you're a coach, you love to see that. Hustle plays. You get on the defensive end, break up a play of the opposite team, come back, and you're the first person on that end of the court.
That foul is going to be on Brittany West. That's her first.
Coleman 1 for 2 on her free throws. Tritons able to get the rebound after the second shot misses, and they're going to come back, try and get something to work. Left corner, a little bit of a fake on pass, dribble penetration, kicks it back out. Tritons swinging around a little bit. And number 30, Terwilliger, is able to get that three-pointer to fall. Shariah putting some pressure on her sister. Cherise has just done a good job of switching gears on her sister, or whoever, whenever anyone is guarding her and she's coming across half court. And the Lakers, the second time they have one of those costly turnovers where someone believes that there's going to be a cut and their teammate just does not commit to the cut, and the pass just winds up out of bounds.
Someone zigged when they should have zagged on that one.
That's a good analogy for it.
2 minutes remaining here in the first. Lakers lead 11-8 over the Tritons as we have looks like a 3-second call here.
Yeah, that looks like what it was. And that's kind of a spectator's favorite call, I like to call it, because they're always counting in the stands. They like to scream it out. But it's a lot for refs. It's hard to keep your eyes on everything and then worry about something that's kind of as minuscule as someone just sitting in the lane for 3 seconds. But a good eye by the refs to keep on that call. Lakers, a little shot goes off the backboard, but for the Lakers, it was tight coverage, kind of a thrown up shot there. But Tritons are going to end up with it on their end of the court. A fake, kicking it up. Top left of the key, pass it over to the top right, into the right corner. A good cut there by the Tritons. End up with a very, very good shot there by Chira Itula.
Yeah, that was very nicely done. So was able to get right by the defense and do a nice little up and under layup to makes it a 1-point game. And the Tritons have been struggling on the offensive end, so any bucket that they can get is going to be huge for them right now.
Sharice Smith right there draws a foul.
I believe they're going to call that foul on Shariah Smith. And it is on Shariah. That's going to be her first, and her sister Sharice will head to the line for 2.
Sharice gets the first one to fall. A little bit of a friendly roll off the iron there.
Shooter's roll is a very big thing.
And it looks like we had Reese check back into the game for the Lakers. Smith gets the second one to fall there. And it looks like she's going to get a little bit of a break here towards the end of the first quarter. Not too much of a break. I think it's we've got about 50-some seconds left in the game.
Brianna Wendland checks into the game to replace Sharice Smith.
Shariah tried to get a layup there, couldn't quite get it to fall. Coming back quick on defense, though. Very good hustle. Lakers, top of the key, trying to swing it around, get something going here. Over to the right side, top of the arch. Nice little handoff pass there, back to the top of the key. Lakers kick it out. Mid-range jumper doesn't fall. They get the rebound, and it looks like the ref is going to call a foul. Looked like it was on number 30, Terwilliger there. And that is going to send number 10, Wendland, to the line for the Lakers.
And Terwilliger was trying to go for a block there, just missed the ball, ended up slapping her on the wrist.
Right. And coaches usually say if you're going to go for a foul, at least make sure the ball doesn't go in and they get the extra shot.
Two for 2 at the line there for Wendland. Makes it a 5-point game as we're about 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
Shariah Smith a little bit slower. Looks like the Tritons might want to finish the first quarter with the last shot. Got about 5 seconds to make something happen here. A little bit of a deeper shot for the Tritons there. And it looks like Tritons are going to draw a foul there. Number 50, Atula, went back up with the rebound. Very good job on her part of getting that offensive rebound.
She went way up there to get that rebound. Just stole it right out of the hands of the Lakers player. Ends up getting a foul out of it.
She did. She was ready to go up for that rebound. Got the first one to fall there. And with about 0.6 seconds left, if you're the Lakers, you're just kind of hoping she doesn't make the second one. But she does. A nice job there by Atula to end that first quarter, getting those last 2 shots up.
At the end of the first, Iowa Lakes leads 15-12 over the Tritons. We'll be back for the second quarter here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse. Just about ready to get the second quarter underway here between the Lakers and the Tritons. A little bit of a low-scoring game thus far, but it's been very competitive on both sides as the Lakers have a 3-point lead as we start the second. And here we go with sister guarding sister. Sharice dumps it off. Looking for somewhere to go. Goes back to Sharice. Layup is no good. Rebound by Kira Ward. Here come the Tritons. Here's Crooks. Goes right by the defender. Pull-up jumper. No good. Rebound by the Lakers. That's Wendland. It's a pair of missed baskets to start the second quarter. Just over 30 seconds in. And Hagedorn was trying to get a shot out there, but it looked like it may have gotten tipped right into the hands of a Triton player. So
yeah, she kind of ran into a group of Tritons there and just kind of lost her momentum.
Smith left wide open
wow,
for three.
Very good shot there by Shariah Smith.
Perhaps you shouldn't leave her that wide.
Probably a good idea to have a body on her.
So that's going to tie the game at 15, just over a minute here into the second quarter. After a bit of a slow start, the Tritons have gotten themselves back into this game as that layup just hung up on the rim forever and then bounced out of bounds. It's going to be...
Looked like they gave it to the Tritons there, yep.
And that thing was just hanging on the rim forever. I was waiting for
taking a few bounces.
I was just waiting for that thing to get stuck up there.
Triton's kind of seem like they've taken things a little more relaxed today, a little bit slower of an offense, which isn't a bad thing.
Nice pass inside.
Triton's doing a really good job of cutting today, cutting the basket.
That was very well done by both Crooks and by Smith to make that basket happen. But the Lakers just come right back. That's Hagedorn.
That is a momentum killer. They had some stuff going there, the Tritons did, and Hagedorn just came back and said, we need to slow it back down a little bit.
Yeah, I know. Like the Tritons are probably thinking, yeah, it took us over a quarter, but we finally got a lead as we have a jump ball here. But of course, it's the Smith sisters going after each other. They're trying to get that loose ball. But the Tritons are thinking, okay, we got the lead back. We didn't play well the first 5 minutes, but we got that lead back, and then the Lakers just come right back and into three. That's got to kill your momentum. 15 on the shot clock here for the Tritons. Hand it over to Smith. That's off, no good. And rebound by the Lakers. Looks like we have a foul call away from the ball. Looks like it's...
Sapphire Coleman, her first.
They're going to call a foul on Sapphire Coleman. That's her first. Looks like that she pushed off or something. It was a long ways away from the ball. And I know coaches really don't care for fouls that are that far from where the ball is. Here's Smith. Over to Terwilliger, to Crooks. In the corner to West. Back to Smith, being guarded by her sister Charisse. Terwilliger fires for three, no good. Rebound by Justice Crooks. That was well done by her. She went way up there to get that rebound. Cross-court pass to Smith. Inside to Ward. Layup is no good. Rebounded by the Lakers.
It was a good little bunny jump shot, just a little bit short there.
Just over 3 minutes into the second quarter, Iowa Lakes leads 18-17. That three-pointer by Hagedorn is no good. Now the Tritons will look to try and take the lead back. West inside.
Took a little bit of an extra step. Thought she had a pass, and it got the lane looked like it got blocked off a little bit. So she just kind of put an extra step in there.
Got a few substitutions. We have Brianna O'Donnell has checked back into the game for the Lakers, and Tiara Itula has checked back into the game for the Tritons, as well as Sierra Smith. Hagedorn for three, no good. Rebound, eventually corralled by Sierra Smith, and here comes Sierra. Over to Itula. Over to Terwilliger. Back to Itula. That ball's loose and ends up in the hands of the Lakers.
And it looked like they might have had a good play developing there. They kind of had that skip pass across the court. as Charisse comes back and gets fouled on the Lakers end. And he's going to be sent to the line to shoot 2.
She's so quick.
She really is. She can switch gears on a dime too.
It's just like her sister Shariah. Both of them are just so fast.
They really are. They're very quick.
They just blow by the competition.
Smith gets a first shot to fall there. And there is the second.
That's going to make it 20-17 in favor of the Lakers. We're just over 4 minutes here into the second quarter. Tritons have gone cold here for a little bit, looking to really get anything going on offense. Here's Crooks going to work, drives inside, kicks out to Tula. Three-pointer is good for Sierra Itula.
It was a very good kick out there by Crooks to Itula.
And that's there's Itula reminding everybody, hey, I can shoot threes too. She doesn't do it often, but she is usually effective when she does. It's a nice rebound there by O'Donnell. Give the Lakers a second chance. Wendland drives inside, but they're gonna.
Looks like they're gonna call 3 seconds there.
And they're gonna blow that one dead. She was sitting there thinking she had a lane to the basket and just got whistled dead. You know, she's like, come on. So after the turnover, it's a tie game, 20-20. The Tritons looking to get that lead back. They had it for all of about 5 seconds a little bit ago, but
looked like Itula wanted the ball there, kind of had a cut around the left side, but instead Tritons opted for a skip pass.
Over to West. West driving inside. He's going to draw a foul.
Good awareness there by West. Notice the clock was kind of counting down. Decides, okay, I'm going to try and get some penetration. Either 1, I'll probably have a good shot at a layup, or 2, I'll draw a foul.
That's everyone knows Brittany West from her game beyond the arc, but she's very good at driving inside, drawing contact as well. First free throw is good for Brittany West. That's going to make it 21-20. Got some substitutions here. We have Bethany Reese is checked back into the game for the Lakers.
It looks like Shariah Smith is going to come back in for Justice Crooks here.
So now you have the ultimate speed lineup here because you have both Shariah and Sierra Smith into the game for the Tritons. Both of them are very quick. So we'll see how that ends up working for Iowa Central. Quick 5-0 run here for the Tritons. After having so much difficulty getting a shot to fall, and then they just get them on 2 straight possessions to see how the Lakers respond. 5 on the shot clock. Driving inside's Wendland. And is able to draw a foul.
Looked like West and Terwilliger were both pretty straight up, but I of course can't see as well as the refs can being down on the court. So
they're going to call that foul on Brittany West. That's her second. First free throw is good for Brianna Wendland. Looks like Kira Ward is going to check in for Brittany West. She'll head to the bench for their 2 fouls. Second free throw is no good. Rebound by Kira Ward. Just over 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Iowa Central holds a 1-point lead over the Lakers. Itula from the corner, that's good.
She has been pretty well in the past few possessions. Had her 3-pointer, and then got that little nice mid-range jumper to fall.
She's got 9 points here in the first half. That leads everybody on the Tritons. Coleman inside, no good. Rebound by Itula. Now here comes Shariah, being guarded by her sister Charisse. Over to Sierra. Inside to Kira Ward. Ward looking. Throws up a little hook shot. Gets her own board. Eventually ends up in the hands of Coleman. Had 2 shots there, just wasn't able to get either of them to fall.
It was a very good offensive rebound and awareness to put it right back up. Just couldn't quite get it to fall.
Here's Charisse inside. They're going to draw a foul on Kira Ward. Charisse and Kira Ward, they ran into each other like full. Charisse was full speed and ran right into Kira Ward.
She looked like she was trying to draw a little bit of a charge, but I couldn't see if she got her feet planted or if she had her feet planted quite yet. But it'd probably be pretty hard to get your feet planted with Charisse Smith coming at you as quick as she is.
That's going to be the second foul on Kira Ward. 2 for 2 at the line there for Charisse Smith. It's 24-23, just over 3 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Play was broken up there. Looks like they're going to call a foul there. And I believe it was on number 40, Coleman there.
Yeah, that's her second. Jessica Jackson is checked into the game for the Tritons. She's number 32.
It's like Hagedorn came in for the Lakers there for Sapphire to give her a little bit of a break.
That pass is stolen by Smith. Just goes right by everybody and draws the foul.
You can just see the speed on that transition there, able to get the steal and beat the opposing team back to get that layup with contact.
Yeah, they're going to call a foul there on Crooks. She did everything she could.
She really did.
It's like there really isn't much that you can do when you're going up against someone who's just really just a blue blur right now in Charisse Smith.
Tritons get a little bit lucky there. Smith misses a free throw, so it stays as just a 2-point play instead of a 3-point.
They're going to get Shreya Smith on a travel there.
Looked like she had a little bit of a stutter feet there, tried to get something going, and then it disappeared, so she just picked up her pivot foot a little bit.
Iowa Lakes calls a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse. A 1-point lead for the Lakers, 25-24 over the Tritons. 2:52 remaining here in the first half.
And if you missed that last transition point for the Lakers there, it was pretty. I kind of missed it too with Charisse Smith being as quick as she is.
So we have a foul. It's like, I think it's going to be on Sierra Smith. It is.
Looked like she was just trying to rip away the ball there, get a little bit of a turnover.
That's her second. And Charisse Smith will head to the line. So far, Charisse Smith has got 10 points, make that 11. She's been leading the charge here against the Tritons. She's played very well so far.
And like we said in the pregame, Charisse and Shariah probably with a little bit more drive, a little bit of sibling rivalry in this game.
2 for 2 at the line there for Charisse. Gives her 12 points and then gives the Lakers a 3-point lead. And we have a foul call here.
Offensive foul, Tara Tula, her first.
I believe it was on the Tritons. I didn't quite catch it with my own eyes, but
it was on Itula. That's going to be her first. That's going to give the Lakers the ball back. See what the Lakers have in mind here. Wendland going inside. Kicks it over to Charisse Smith, and she draws another foul.
She has just been a foul drawing machine, especially in this second quarter here.
That foul is going to be on Sierra Smith. That's her third, which that's not really ideal for the Tritons.
Right, you want to be really careful, especially since it's only the second quarter here, sitting with 3 fouls. Not good.
Checking into the game now for the Tritons, replacing Sierra Smith, is number 2, Chrissy Okanaka. If you've watched some of the volleyball games here on Triton Nation Network, you'd be very familiar with Chrissy. They're going to call a travel here on Wendland. I heard you react to that. What did you see there?
I'm sure if you're the Lakers coach, you probably went from extremely happy to see an offensive rebound after a free throw to pretty upset because you saw a travel after it.
Here's Okanaka over to Terwilliger. Jackson back to Terwilliger. 2 minutes remaining here in the first half, and Itula is going to get called for a travel. Last couple minutes in terms of turnovers and fouls just have not gone very well for the Tritons.
It really hasn't. And you're especially probably not happy with Itula after the offensive foul followed by a travel there. 2 turnovers in a row by a player is not good.
Charisse tried to get that to go up and in. She almost didn't. I think she thought she might have drawn another foul. Instead, the Tritons going to get it down here, and then they're going to turn it over. That pass was just like a bullet, and I don't think Okanaka was prepared for that.
Right, and you've got to be ready. I mean, I know it's tough coming in a little bit into a game. Maybe not as warm as you would have been in the first quarter or straight after warm-ups, but you got to be ready for that.
Here's Wendland driving inside. Lakers were looking for a foul call there, didn't get it. Okanaka corrals the loose ball, driving inside, gives it up to Itula. Nice move by Itula. Gets that one to go in.
And you've redeemed yourself after the few turnovers. That was a very, very nice play there.
Just was being guarded by Alyssa Anderson on that one. Just went right by her. Made her look like she was standing still. Here's Anderson. That pass is deflected by Jackson. 10 on the shot clock, 45 on the game clock here. And Charisse Smith just goes right by Wes.
She looks like she just loves dribble penetration. She's been doing it like all game. And if you're the Tritons, you really want to stop her, especially in this second half.
Under 30 seconds remaining. Here's Itula over to Terwilliger. Here's Shariah Smith. Back to Terwilliger, fires up a 3, and that is good. And the Tritons needed that bad.
And if you're the Tritons, you definitely want to have a defensive stop so you can have a little bit of momentum to coast off of in the second half.
5 seconds remaining. Got to put something up if you're the Lakers. That one is short. Rebound by Smith. That's no good as well, and that's going to end the first half.
It was a very good play by Smith to try and get another shot up there, but just couldn't quite get it to fall.
So that's going to be the end of the first half here at Hodges Fieldhouse. It was a very competitive first half. 30-29, 1-point lead for the Lakers as we head to the break. We'll be back for the second half here on the Triton Nation Network.
And we're going to have a halftime performance here in just a second.
Hi everyone. So for today's halftime performance, we have a little special performance for y'all from the competitive youth team from United All-Stars. So if you guys could all help me welcoming Team Electric.
She got it all.
Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse. Just about ready to get the second half of play underway. We got the Triton Pep Band here. They are excited. We're excited.
Yeah.
We're ready to see what the rest of this game looks like after a very competitive first half between the Tritons and the Lakers. 30-29. So we're about ready to start the second half.
You know, and like we said, pretty cold day outside. So, I mean, a good day to just tune into Triton Nation, stay warm in your house, and watch some good, just great basketball.
So as we look towards the second half, so far, Cherise Smith for the Lakers has been leading the charge. It's really one of the big reasons why they're winning right now.
Yeah, if you are Iowa Central, you got to find a way to slow her down. Because, I mean, she gets out in transition, it's almost impossible to stop her, as we've seen today.
So, and the other thing to keep an eye on is that quite a few of the Tritons players have 2 or 3 fouls, so that'd be another thing to keep an eye on as well, because you want to keep your speedy players in there, including Shariah and Sierra Smith, just to have them guard Cherise.
And, you know, it's kind of nice to see coming out at halftime, Shariah and Cherise before the pass inbounds, just kind of jawing to each other, talking a little bit of sibling trash.
As you do. It's
a natural thing.
They've probably been looking forward to this game all year.
Got it marked on the calendar, on the schedule.
That was a nice job by Tula to secure that rebound. Found herself in a bit of an awkward spot, but managed to get it. And is rewarded. It is not rewarded. I was just about ready to give her credit for that bucket, but they got her for a travel on the Euro step there, and it happens. She's probably less than thrilled with that call, but it happens.
Like you said, though, she was kind of in that awkward situation. Did a good job of getting the ball out of her hands after that rebound before she would have gotten called for a travel.
Here's Hagedorn driving inside. That layup is up and in. Went right by Brittany West to get that. That was nicely done. Turnover there for the Tritons. Here comes Wendland. Nicely done with the left hand. Got West right in her face. Just gets that shot to go.
We've got some quick, fast-paced basketball here beginning of the second half.
Three-pointer is no good there for Brittany West.
The Lakers seem like they're finally slowing down this game a little bit. Taking their time.
Nice pass inside to Cherise Smith. Layup isn't able to go, and we're going to have a whistle here. Cherise was fighting Thierry Tula for that ball underneath. I think they're going to get her for a foul.
It was a good idea on her part, though. Seemed like Tula kind of brought the ball down to a lower level, and Cherise saw an opening, tried to go for the steal, and just got called for a little bit of a hack there.
That's the first foul on Cherise Smith. 5-point lead here for the Lakers as we're just underway here in the second half. Here's Shariah Smith. Kicks it out to Itula. Fires for 3. And that is good. Thierry Tula. And that's 14 points for her this afternoon.
Smith did an amazing job there of trying to get some dribble penetration, drawing in the defense, and then kicking it out to Itula there.
Back to a 2-point game. Here's Caitlin Reynolds over the corner. Passes it off to Reese. Less than 10 on the shot clock here for the Lakers. Hagedorn fires, no good. Rebound by Terwilliger. Pass ahead to Brittany West. Nice pass. Layup isn't able to go, but Kira Ward ends up with the rebound. Smith eventually ends up with it. Thought about the 3. Now Smith will fire for 3, and that's no good. Rebound will go out of bounds. And they're going to call that Triton ball.
Wow. A very good job there on the transition by, I believe it was Terwilliger, coming back at very good court vision to kick it up in front of the Lakers in that transition.
Sapphire Coleman has checked back into the game for the Lakers, as well as Justice Crooks for the Tritons. Terwilliger heads to the bench. As we have just over 7 minutes remaining here in the third, they're going to get Crooks for a travel there. Again, you can see Coach Kruger over by the bench is not particularly happy with that sequence of events.
Yeah, they've got to be a little bit careful with just making sure they've got down a pivot foot and they stop, because there's been a pretty big number of travels today.
Here's Cherie Smith driving inside. That one
looks like they're going to call it a block there, though, on I believe it was Crooks.
And again, there's Cherise using her speed. I mean, she got that pass basically at the three-point line, and you blink, and she's right there with the layup attempt.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's kind of hard to get your feet planted and take a charge when it's Cherie Smith coming into the lane.
That foul is going to be on Justice Crooks. That's her third, which trying to guard Cherie Smith seems to be a pretty difficult task today. She's playing very well.
Yeah, like we said, you've got to be really careful because she's done quite a good job of drawing fouls today.
That's 16 points on this afternoon for Cherie Smith. 35-32 Laker lead. Here's Itula being guarded by Coleman. Pass to Terwilliger in the corner. Terwilliger looking. Ends up getting that pass deflected.
Got into a little bit of trouble there, was in the corner. You're a little bit prone to a double team.
That was a nice shot fake there by Brianna Wendland to get Kira Ward off her feet and then get the bucket. Now it looks like Coach Kruger wants a timeout. 37-32 lead for the Lakers with 6:15 remaining here in the third quarter. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse. Just over 6 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Tritons looking to tie this game with a three-pointer there from Itulia, but that's blocked by Coleman. Coleman used those long arms, just got out there and just swatted that thing away.
And you know, I feel like the Tritons kind of took that timeout to recuperate a little bit, but they've just got to get back into this game. They got to get their heads into the game.
That pass was too high for Cherie Smith, stolen by her sister Shariah. Terwilliger looking for somewhere to get rid of the ball to. We'll hand it off to Shariah. Back to Terwilliger in the corner. No good. Rebound by Coleman. Cherise going to work against Shariah. Kicks out to Coleman. Mid-range jumper, no good. Loose ball eventually ends up with Kira Ward. That was quite the scrum there for that ball.
It really was. It was just kind of floating around there for a few seconds, and then Ward was able to corral it for the Tritons.
Here's Itula driving inside. Ended up just getting double teamed, but we have a loose ball, and still loose. Eventually ends up in the hands of Shariah Smith. Hands it off to West, and the Tritons will reset. They got away with one right there.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
Cross the court pass to Shariah Smith, fires a three. That's Lawn, and that's going to go out of bounds. That'll be Laker ball.
Looks like we got some substitutions coming in here. Looks like coming in for the Lakers are Reese and Anderson.
Justice Crooks is going to check back in, as well as Sierra Smith and Jessica Jackson. Now, Crooks and Sierra Smith are going to have to be careful because they both have 3 fouls. So they're going to, and we still have a quarter and a half left, so they're going to have to be careful and not get themselves in any more foul trouble.
Right.
Sheree Smith is on the bench now for the Lakers, so this is a good opportunity for the Tritons without their big threat out there right now to get back into this game, but that's not how you can do it by giving up a bucket like that.
It's not really a scene we've seen too much, Charisse sitting down. She's kind of been out on the court for the majority of the day so far.
Here's Crooks inside to Kier Ward. That's going to be deflected out of bounds.
Looks like they're going to keep it with the Tritons.
Yep. Coleman, again, using those long arms to her advantage, is able to deflect that pass because Ward had a good lane to the basket there, but Coleman didn't let it happen. .15 on the shot clock for the Tritons. Over to West. Hands it off to Sierra Smith. Smith goes inside, hands it off to West. West gets the bucket to go and draws the foul. That was, it's kind of scoring the ball. It's been a bit of a tough day so far for Brittany West, but for someone who's as good of a scorer as she is, all it takes is one. And that might have been the one that gets the ball rolling for her, gets the three-point play as well.
Very good way to try and pick up some momentum here. Get an and one foul and make a three-point play there.
Here's Coleman inside. No good. Good defense there by Jackson to force that wild shot. Now the Tritons will reset. Down by 4, just under 3.5 remaining here in the third. Here's West, over to Crooks. Crooks goes inside, kicks it out to Jackson. Inside to West, goes to work. Over to Ward. Mid-range jumper is in and out, no good. Rebound by the Lakers. That was a good possession.
It was
wasn't able to finish it off.
Falls on Sierra Smith for 4th.
That foul is going to be on Sierra Smith. That's her 4th. That's not ideal.
That's not something you want to see or a situation you want to be in for yourself. 4 fouls with some time left in the third quarter. You still got that entire fourth quarter to go through, and coach doesn't look happy.
Good job by their Crooks to end up with that ball and bring it over the half court with some nice moves.
Looked like Smith was going to take that shot there. She kind of had some space for a little bit.
Here's Crooks. Less than 10 on the shot clock. Over to Jackson. Jackson. Back to Crooks. Got to put something up quickly here. And nicely done by Justice Crooks. Gets that very pretty layup to go up and in.
She looked at the scoreboard. She's like, oh, we really don't have much time left. I better get in there. And she just goes in the lane and puts up a nice little layup there.
She's been very good off the bench all year long for the Tritons.
Oh, yeah.
Back down to a 2-point game. Looking to get a stop here from the Tritons, but that just didn't really go well for Jessica Jackson. They have Coleman. She's trying to guard Coleman. Just put the moves on her.
I thought they might have called a travel on her there because it looked like she kind of lost her dribble and then just ran back and caught it. But
kick out to West, 3-pointer, in and out, no good.
A good shot. Looked like she had some space. Just didn't quite stay in. Looked like it kind of went in and out.
So now here come the Lakers. Reese over to Anderson. Coleman back to Reese, fires for 3, and that is good.
That's not something you want to see if you're the Tritons because it could potentially spark a little bit of a run, that 3-pointer there.
44-37, just over a minute remaining here in the third. And as you mentioned, it's a Tritons got to get a bucket here to counteract that, but that's a good way to do it, is for Crooks to just drive inside like she did on the last possession.
And draw that foul right there.
Falls on Sheree Smith, her second, 13 foul.
That foul is going to be on Sheree Smith. That's going to be her second.
Crooks sinks the first one there.
Substitutions here for both teams. Brianna O'Donnell and Brianna Wendland have checked into the game for the Lakers. Tiara Itula checks in for Iowa Central, as well as Terwilliger. Second free throw is no good for Crooks. Under a minute remaining here in the third. Here comes Cherise Smith. Wendland driving inside. That bucket will not count.
Looked like the foul might have been on Crooks, and yep, they're going to call it a push on Crooks.
Justice Crooks, her fourth, 13.
That's going to be Justice Crooks' fourth foul. It looks like they're going to leave her in there, so Coach Kruger putting some trust in Crooks to not pick up that fifth foul.
Very good job. Looked like Itula broke up that pass there.
Crooks going inside. Got to be careful with those fouls. That pass was too wide out for Itula.
Tritons looked like they were just trying to get something going too quick. Didn't want to slow it down, and resulted in a turnover for them.
Now Justice Crooks will head to the bench. Brittany West is checked back in. 30 seconds remaining here in the third. Got about 3-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. See what the Lakers decide to do on this possession. A 6-point lead. Here's Wendland driving inside. Shot is no good. Rebound by Itula. Got 5 seconds here for the Tritons. And Shariah tried to get that over to Terwilliger, and Charisse just swatted that out of bounds.
Well, I mean, it's hard to get a pass like that off when Charisse is everywhere on the court at once.
Yeah. 3.4 seconds remaining here in the quarter. We'll see what the Tritons have a play in mind for this. Into Itula, over Terwilliger. Fires for three. No good.
It was a nice little step back there. She had the right idea, tried to create some space, but just kind of off the side of the iron, couldn't quite get it to fall.
So that's going to be the end of the third quarter here at Hodges Fieldhouse. Iowa Central down by 6, 44-38 against the Lakers. We'll be back for the fourth quarter here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse. Just about ready to get the fourth quarter underway. Tritons face a 6-point deficit here against the Lakers. Over Terwilliger. Across to Itula. Itula back to Terwilliger, over to Smith. Over to Itula, left open. Three-pointer no good. Rebound eventually ends up in the hands of Wendland. Here comes Wendland. Loose ball. And they're going to call that Lakers ball.
Hey, Tula kind of got a piece of it. Couldn't quite get a hold of it. Tried to keep it in, but she must have had her foot on the baseline.
Yeah, Wendland had West right in front of her, and she tried to put a move on West, and she didn't fall for that.
Yeah.
She just stayed right there. So now Lakers will reset. Here's Cherise Smith being guarded, still by her sister Shariah. Anderson in the corner. Over to Wendland, fires for three. No good. Rebound by Terwilliger. And she'll bring it up the floor for the Tritons. Over to Itula. Itula driving inside. She did that exact same move earlier and got that one to go. Just wasn't able to have that happen this time.
Yeah, it was a good idea. She tried to take it baseline, but just didn't quite get the right angle on the glass.
Wendland, layup no good. Rebound eventually ends up in the hands of Terwilliger.
It was good defense by Terwilliger. She kind of anticipated that spin.
Here's West over to Terwilliger, fires for three. In and out, no good. Rebound fought for by Shreya Smith. Over to West. Terwilliger drives back inside. Kira Ward. And Tritons will reset with Itula. There's a couple times there where I thought they were going to fire up a shot, and they didn't.
Yeah, they looked like they had some three-point opportunities they might have taken.
Gonna have
Kira Ward is her third.
Gonna have a foul. I think it's a push on Kira Ward. That's gonna be her third.
They couldn't quite capitalize off of that really good play there by Shreya Smith. She was extremely scrappy, didn't give up on the play, and ended up with that loose ball.
2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. We haven't had a basket scored yet here in this final quarter. Still 44-38. Here's Cherise Smith. I'm going to have a foul call. I'll have to see who this is on. That's going to be on Shreya Smith. That's going to be her third.
Justice Crooks back in for Iowa Central.
Justice Crooks will replace Kira Ward. Crooks will have to be careful with her 4 fouls. Nice pass over to Cherise Smith. Kicks it out. Three-pointer is good for Samantha Hagedorn. That was a good ball movement there from the Lakers.
The Lakers have just done an amazing job of getting into the lane, drawing in the defense, and then either taking an open shot or a good shot or kicking it back out to a wide-open three-point shooter. Ooh, they're going to call that one a charge there. Looks like Wendland drew that charge.
Yeah, Coach Kruger and the bench, they're not happy with that call. They thought they had an and one on that, and then they call a charge on Itula. That's an unfortunate turn there for Iowa Central. So now it's a 9-point deficit here for Tritons. They still haven't scored yet here in this quarter. Smith, that's a 2-pointer, no good. Rebound by Brittany West. And now the Tritons really need to get something going on offense.
They really do. You've got 7 minutes left in the game. Plenty of time, but not if you don't get some momentum going. And Itula looks like she's going to start that momentum with the nice little shot with the foul.
Yeah, and this time she's going to get her free throw.
I think she might have been a little bit upset about the charge call. Yeah. Came back and said, "Well, I can draw another foul."
That foul is going to be on Cherise Smith. That's her third.
Looks like it was a lane violation on the Tritons, so that foul shot not going to count.
7-point lead here for the Lakers. We have 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth. We'll see if that basket from Itula starts something here for the Tritons. Nice pass inside to Coleman. Stripped by West, but now shot is blocked by Itula.
A good job by Itula staying straight up and getting the block.
Here's Crooks inside. Not the best pass there. That's stolen. And Terwilliger looks like going to get called for a foul here.
Had the right idea there, kind of coming from behind, trying to get the steal in transition, but couldn't quite get it.
That's going to be the second foul on Terwilliger. Now the Lakers will reset. Here's Cherise Smith. See if they try to milk a little bit of the clock here. Here's Reese over to Coleman. Hagedorn going inside and gets that one. That was just a bit of a circus shot there.
It was. She was kind of going down and kind of tossed it up there.
Sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good, right?
That's a good point.
Looks like we're going to have a foul call here on the Lakers.
Looks like it was Hagedorn got a little too close there to Terwilliger and is going to be called for foul.
Yeah, but I had to be sure here because it was, 30 for in blue fouling 30 in gray. So we had to be
Gotta make sure
sure
which one it is.
Had to be sure we had the right team here. Crooks driving inside, passes out to Itula. She'll take it inside, back out to Crooks. Over to Smith. Terwilliger for 3 in the corner. That's way over. Crowd by Crooks. We'll just call it a pass.
It's probably a good idea.
5 on the shot clock here. Smith inside to Itula. Itula. And they're going to have a foul call here.
Looked like it was going to end up as a good play there. Smith with a good vision to find Itula. Kind of wide open with the back door there.
And big thing here is the shot clock resets. So they go from having 2 seconds to having 30 seconds. Inside to West. Didn't have much of a...
Looked like they called the jump ball.
I don't know why they... I don't know what he saw that made that.
I didn't know if they were going to call the travel. I didn't quite see if she might have still kept her feet planted and just kind of went up on the toes there.
Yeah,
but a jump ball it's an interesting call.
So Iowa Central calls a full timeout. We have 5:23 remaining here in the fourth quarter. They're down by 9 still. So what's Iowa Central going to have to do to get themselves back into this game?
Well, they've been smart about not just heaving up three-pointers. They kind of have made sure that they're open. But I don't believe that you want to hold onto it for that full 30 seconds. You want to find a good quality shot and get it up, and then play good defense on the other end.
And they have played good defense on the other end for the majority of the game. It's just the Lakers have been very opportunistic, especially between Sharice Smith, especially her, and then everyone else has been very opportunistic in getting those buckets at inopportune times for the Tritons, and that's really a big part of why they're up by 9.
Yeah, it's really hard to decide whether to rotate over and do some help defense or stay out and guard on the three-point line when really the Lakers are pretty good at capitalizing on either inside shots or outside three-pointers.
All right, we'll see what happens here down the stretch. Iowa Central needing to get a bit of a run here together if they want to have a chance at beating Iowa Lakes. Here's Sharice Smith.
Good help defense.
And it's just able. That was really well done by Sharice Smith. Ended up was being guarded by her sister, went right by her, and then got the shot over the outstretched hand of Terwilliger. Terwilliger's shot is short, rebound by the Lakers. Now here they come in transition. Nice job by Brittany West to strip that ball cleanly. Now Itula.
And Itula, I saw she kind of had her back foot there in the lane and didn't quite get out quick enough, couldn't get the pass off. So they're going to call her for the 3 seconds.
It's a really inopportune time for a turnover like that.
Yes.
4.5 remaining. This is the largest lead of the game for the Lakers. This is the first time it's been double digits this entire game.
And if you're the Tritons, you've really got to keep your head in it, not put your head down. You've got 4 minutes left. That's plenty of time to score enough points to take the lead in this game.
Here comes Sierra Smith. Inside to Itula. and they're going to wave that shot off. And you know, you think at this point they started to get frustrated because that's like the 4th or 5th time that she's had a bucket taken away because of a foul call.
That is a good point. You kind of get an on-the-floor foul called on a shot that you make.
Tritons will inbound here. Inbounded to Crooks. Crooks going inside. We have another foul call. I think that's going to be on Hagedorn.
And it is a little tough to get something going if you keep catching a whistle when you're trying to make plays. But as long as they are putting up shots, they'll be happy.
All right, Justice Crooks gets the first free throw to go in. That foul was actually on Brianna Wendland, not on Hagedorn. That's Wendland's second. Second free throw, no good for Crooks. Now
she did try and hustle to get her own rebound there. It was very, very good hustle on her part.
Under 4 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. It's a 10-point lead, and we have a turnover here for the Lakers. I didn't quite see what the call was. I just saw the official pointing to the other
I
end.
just heard the whistle and the point to the Tritons end, so I won't question it.
All right, so now, just under 4 remaining. You're down by 10. You got to get something going here to have a chance to get back in this game. Here's West in the corner, drives over to Smith. Back to Sierra Smith, drives inside. Rebound eventually ends up in the hands of the Tritons. Over to Crooks, drives inside. No good. Rebound by Shariah Smith. No good. Rebound after a huge scrum for that ball. And let's say that player went down hard for the Lakers. I can't tell who it is. It's Shariah Smith. But there was a lot going on in that 20-second span. There was flying everywhere.
The Tritons really should have taken a moment to kind of recalibrate, relax a little bit, and get back into the game, because they just kind of tried to be quick about it and get a shot up as quick as they could.
All right, so that is the 5th foul for Justice Crooks, so she's gone. She's out of the game. And now Terwilliger will come in to replace Crooks. So now we'll see what can end up happening here.
And it looks like we've got both teams in the bonus now.
And this is the last person you want going to the free throw line if you're Iowa Central.
That is true.
Shariah Smith. That's 19 points for her. Second free throw is no good. Rebound by Coleman, and they draw another foul. And you know that Iowa Central is just kicking themselves right now because they got.
Looks like Atula's got 3 fouls now, as that last one was on her. Looked like she was pretty straight up, but she could have been a little bit downwards, I suppose, with the arms.
First free throw is good for Coleman. Brings it back up to a 12-point lead. 3:22 remaining here in the 4th. Make it a 13-point lead. Now you can feel this game starting to slip away from the Tritons a little bit. They got to get going here.
Right, you've got to make every possession count right now if you're the Tritons, whether it's a short little try and drive in and draw a foul possession, or you're trying to kick it around and get a good shot.
A little wild shot there for Shariah Smith, but she does draw a foul.
Right.
So she will go to the line.
And I mean, fouls are kind of a win-win situation here for the Tritons, because they've got a clock stoppage and the chance to convert a 2-point play.
First free throw is good for Shariah Smith. Second free throw is no good. 3 minutes remaining. It's a 12-point game, and we have a timeout for the Lakers. Iowa Lakes calls a full timeout. We have 2:59 remaining, a 12-point game. We'll be back for the finish here on the Triton Nation Network. Welcome back to Hodges Fieldhouse. Just under 3 minutes remaining. Iowa Central finds themselves in a pretty deep hole as they inbound to Cherie Smith for the Lakers. We'll see if they try to milk this clock.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they try and slow it down a little bit here, because you want to give the Tritons as few chances as you can to try and come back.
Looks like we have a foul. It's going to be on Shreya Smith. That'll be her fourth.
Cherie Smith is line, shooting 2.
Gets the nice shooter's roll in for the first free throw. That's 20 points. Leads all scorers for Cherie Smith. Make it 21 for Smith, and now it's a 14-point lead. And you just see it getting slowly but surely getting a larger lead. As Sierra Smith tried to get that reverse layup, just wasn't able to get it to fall.
Right.
You could just, and this game is just really slipping away from the Tritons. Cherie Smith inside, and that layup is no good, but we'll head to the line for 2.
And Shreya does not look too happy with that call. She looked like she was kind of upset with the ref on that one.
Well, I think that's going to be the 5th foul on Shreya Smith.
I think it might just be the 4th.
Oh. Well, either way, Cherie Smith is at the line shooting free throws, and just keeps hitting them. And you just see that lead get bigger and bigger. It's now 16 points with just over 2 minutes remaining. And now it's just full-on desperation time for the Tritons. West inside, up and in.
Timeout, Iowa Central.
And the Tritons will call a timeout. Now that's a really good part of Brittany West's game, is that she can go in without the ball like that.
Right.
And they just find her, and she just lays it up and in before the defense even knows to hit them.
And that's just a sign of good basketball IQ. Being able to move without the ball, try and create some movement with the team, and also get yourself into a good situation for a shot.
So we have 2:02 remaining. And see, Iowa Central, they got that basket to fall, but they're still down 14.
Right.
I mean, they kind of found themselves in a really bad spot. And now you can see, it looks like we're going to have full court press incoming.
And the game's not out of reach. It's further than you would like it to be, but there's still a possibility that Iowa Central can play some good defense, good offense, and come back in this game.
That's the thing that the Lakers wanted to do. They wanted to get the ball in the hands of their best players today, and Cherie Smith, and let her get it over to the front court, and then they can get a foul. That foul is going to be on Sierra Smith. That's her 5th.
I don't know if that's the best idea to try and go out and foul when you've got a deficit like this. But then again, if they are able to run out the full 30-second shot clock, you kind of put yourself in a hard situation to come back when you're playing with a little amount of clock.
Yeah. And plus, you're hoping that continues to happen. Where
missed free throws.
Yeah, missed free throws. And it ended up working out for her because 0 for 2 there for Hagedorn. They got the clock to stop, and then they get the ball back. Here comes West. They got to go quickly here. They're still down by double digits. Here's Shreya Smith over to West. West driving inside. Gets that to go up and in for Brittany West.
A couple of good sequences for her there. Two nice layups.
And
30 seconds.
they still have a chance.
They do,
They're still down by 12, and they have a minute and a half to work with, but that worked about as well on that sequence as the Tritons could have hoped.
Right.
They got the clock to stop down on the other end, and they missed 2 free throws, and then they come back and they get one of their own.
I think the key to it is finding the right people to foul, because you're not going to want to foul Cherie Smith, because we've seen her make an insane number of free throws today.
And the other thing is who's going to do the foul.
Right. Because we had Sierra foul out there. She had 5 fouls.
Crooks is fouled out as well. So
you want to be careful because you only have so much depth to your bench.
Yeah, I see Jessica Jackson is checked in. She does not have any fouls. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see her try and foul somebody, as well as Chrissy Okanaka as well. That's foul. Looks like it's going to be
4. It's going to be 4 on Atula.
Yeah.
So you've got to be careful there too.
And look who's going to the line.
Yeah, that is not what you want to see.
So now the Lakers send everybody back.
And that's the reason you don't want to foul Sharice Smith, is because you're gonna see that if you send her to the line. I know you want to get that foul off quick, but you also want to make it a foul on the right player.
2 for 2 at the line there for Smith, rising to the occasion right there.
Yeah, she must have ice in her veins. She's extremely calm.
So now here's Shariah. Inside to Tula. Almost turns it over. Kicks out to Terwilliger. Fires for 3. No good. Rebound by the Lakers. We're going to have a foul on Okanaka.
And if you're Terwilliger, you've got to keep your head up. Because it's not like it was a good or a bad shot selection. It was extremely good. She was open. It was a 3-pointer. It just wasn't able to fall. So you've got to say, all right, that was a missed shot. I'm going to make it a made shot next time I take one.
So now Hagedorn will step to the line. And Hagedorn, again, missing free throws. So it's just keeping the Tritons, giving them just a slimmer of hope.
Yep.
And again, that's 4 missed free throws for her in the last 2
That's
seconds.
what you want to see. We'll see if the Tritons can capitalize off of it.
Here's West. Inside to Itula. Itula gets that one. Not able to fall. Rebound. Eventually hands up in the hands of Smith, and she's fouled. Sharice Smith has done an excellent job today in getting in there and making the plays that she needs to make to help her team win. She's done that from start to finish today.
Yeah, she's been doing really well.
That foul is on Shariah Smith. That's her 5th. She's gone. Now, Sharice will step to the line. Gets the first one to go, makes it 61-46 as we're just at a minute remaining here in the game. 2 for 2 for Sharice Smith. That puts her at 27 points. Okanaka trying to get something going instead of loses the ball. We have a jump that's going to stay on this end.
Sharice staying extremely active, extremely scrappy, fighting for every loose ball that she lays her eyes on. She's done an amazing job of that for the entire game.
Now Okanaka over to Terwilliger. Fires for 3. And that's good.
Just like I said, does a good job of picking herself back up and makes the next 3 she takes.
We're going to have a foul. I think that's going to be on Itula, and if it is, then she's fouled out as well. Yep.
Looks like.
And now the Tritons are, that's now, what, the 4th person to foul out. So their bench is starting to get a little empty here.
Looks like they're going to have Ward check back in here.
Sapphire Coleman will step to the line. 35 seconds remaining here in the game. Shooter's roll there for Coleman. Gets the first one to go. Second one is good as well for Coleman. It's going to put a nice little bow on this victory here for the Lakers. Cross court to Kira Ward. Over to Okanaka. Fires for three. No good.
A little long.
Rebound by the Lakers. Now in the hands of Smith. Looks like she's going to try and dribble this one out. Looks like that's going to be it. So thanks in large part to a huge game from Cherise Smith, going head-to-head against her sister Shariah.
27 points.
Yeah, 27 points.
That is a game to be very proud of.
Yeah. Iowa Lakes is going to walk out of here with a 15-point win, 64-49 over the Tritons.
And Iowa Central did a very good job until about the fourth quarter. Kind of started to get behind, lost their momentum, and the game just kind of spiraled out of control for them.
Yeah, when it got down to it, the Lakers, they showed how they got to be now 16-3.
Yeah.
You don't get to be 16-3 unless you really execute late in close games.
Yeah.
Which there for a while that was a close game.
It was.
The whole until about 5 minutes remained. So it was really well done on the Lakers' part. They played very well start to finish, and they earned this win today.
Yep.
So that's going to do it for the first game of this doubleheader between Iowa Central and Iowa Lakes. The men's game between the Tritons and the Lakers will tip off about 20 minutes to a half an hour, and we'll be back for that game right here on the Triton Nation Network.